Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead, Cande Roth. How was your New Year celebration?
My New Year celebration was very quiet. Brian and I had a really good dinner. We hung out. I went to bed at 9:30. I set the alarm for 11:30. And then I got up, saw the ball drop, and then I went back to bed about 12:30. It was hilarious. But my son Casey called me right at midnight, so I'm glad I was awake for that.
Oh, that's very nice, and funny, by the way. Yeah. I fell asleep, and not like by accident. I specifically shut the TV and shut the lights at about 9 o'clock on New Year's Eve.
Ah, and that was it for you.
I told the kids, I said, put yourselves to bed, have a good time. I was exhausted. And then the next day we had a big day. We were going to my sister's house.
Right, for your father's big celebration.
That's right. His birthday is February 18th, same day as my anniversary. But this was the only day, January 1st, really the only day we could get all the kids, all the cousins, the grandkids, everyone in the same room.
Right. And you did, and you sent me a beautiful picture of your parents with their 8 lovely grandchildren.
Yes, and if you zoom in on the picture, you'll not only see my parents with their 8 lovely grandchildren, you'll see their grand guinea pig, Daisy, in the picture as well.
I missed Daisy. I'm going to have to look again.
Olivia is holding Daisy, yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes, so Daisy is in the picture, and we had a good time. We ordered a bunch of food. We had Chinese food.
I saw you said fancy Chinese. Was it fancy?
It was, so that's what Amy calls it. My sister Amy said, because I guess when she thinks Chinese food, right, she thinks, you sit around with the family, you order your chicken and broccoli and your wonton soup. She called it fancy Chinese. Not that it came very fancy, but we got these really nice, steak ribs and these dumplings and all these things.
Good. I love dumplings.
Yeah. It was your typical Chinese food. Yes, for sure.
Your parents look great.
Yeah, they're doing good. They had a good time. They were very happy to be around everyone. It was funny because every now and again, everyone was healthy. Just almost everyone at the house had tested. And my sister, who just got back from Universal, 3 of her 5 family members tested. My sister Amy, everyone tested before they came down from Albany. So, even Leah had blood work done, so she got tested and she was negative. So I figured that was the test for my family. Whatever. We all felt safe. So we went.
Good.
But every time someone had a little sniffle or cleared their throat, the joke was that I started. I don't think anyone really enjoyed it. I said, get in the room. I said, go find a room, close the door, rapid test. You cannot come out for 20 minutes. Get in the room.
Oh, man, this has been awful, hasn't it?
I mean, it's crazy because every time there was a sniffle, I turn around. I'm like, try to walk as far away from that person as I possibly could get, Cande. But we had a fun time. It was, I think I told you this back in the summer of 2020 when we had a little bit of a lull with COVID, and we got together at Dina's house. And
right.
I described it as, in that moment, those few hours there, I felt like COVID didn't exist.
Isn't it beautiful when you feel that for a moment or two?
It was really nice, and that's kind of how I felt, other than the joking about someone having a sniffle. I kind of felt that way, to have the whole family gathered and not really think about it for 6 or 7 hours, So, yeah, it was a good time.
It was. It's lovely to see your family like that. You have a lovely family, and your parents should be very proud.
Thank you very much. I love keep it rolling. Keep the compliments rolling.
Really? I see the day when I have 8 grandchildren. I don't know.
Honey, you will have some grandchildren soon.
I will, but 8? That's great.
Yes, it's an incredible.
I didn't see Dana. Is Dana around? Where's Dana?
Yes, her sleep schedule is a little wacky. She's battling different time schedules and trying to get her body clock right, and she did. I will say, just yesterday she started to feel a little sniffle. Come on, Cande.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, there are actual colds that are
There
going
are.
around.
Not every sniffle is COVID.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all good. Everyone's doing okay. We'll be fine. School is starting today. And,
now you're all going into school. Is that what's happening?
Yes, of course. Yes,
I didn't
we're going.
know because some schools are going virtual. I did not know.
Some are doing that, but the governor of New York State too is saying we're going to stay open, and we're going to see how it goes. So we're excited.
Fingers
about
crossed we can get through this.
Absolutely. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.